Welcome back, everybody. Derek Sue, your 2022 Oakland mayoral candidate. Well, yesterday, Oakland City Council passed a resolution making Oakland a sanctuary city for women seeking abortions. And while I agree with that, and I support that 100%, it's the city council. This is merely a symbolic gesture because they don't talk about the most important element, which they said housing was an element of sanctuary city program. They don't have a sanctuary city program. Everything they talk about is symbolic. And the reason why I say it's symbolic is because 3 of those members of the city council that approved this change, this sanctuary city ordinance, are running for Oakland mayor. And all 3 have a very dismal track record. One created an EMP, which was inequitable and unjust to the unhoused people. We have another, which I really can't point out anything substantial that particular council person did. But yet now all of a sudden that council person is talking about changing Oakland, all over Oakland, with EIFDS, which is Enhanced Infrastructure Funding Districts. And that council member is still learning about the possibilities of what EIFDs can do versus the TIF. And so I have been researching this exact same thing myself, and I have the solution. I have sanctuary city housing available. I am the only candidate that has brought forth 26,000 new housing units for the city of Oakland, and it can all be put in place inside the next 8 years. Now that's sanctuary housing that can be used not only for our unhoused homeless folks, but folks coming out of incarceration that need somewhere for housing, since in many cases they can't go back to a home, a family, because they may not be welcome and there may be restrictions. But then ends up many times these folks, because they have nowhere to go, they end up homeless on the streets. And so we want to prevent that. And so my program addresses that issue exactly. And then it addresses the issue for those that have lost their homes due to a catastrophe, perhaps a house fire, an earthquake, or whatever it may be. My program is that flexible. And we're going to create at least 26,000 new units if you elect me Oakland's next mayor. And I guarantee that it can be done inside of 8 years. I have the locations already. We've already cleared the first level of the planning commission. And so I know that we can make headway on this. But again, yesterday's very important abortion sanctuary city labeling for the city of Oakland, I 100% agree and back up, but I bring the missing element that all 3 of those city council members that are running for Oakland mayor don't have in their plan, and don't have a way to create the housing that's needed for that sanctuary ruling, or heading for those seeking abortions from out of state. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.